Welcome back. This is the intake, and I'm Mike. And this is Torque Talk. A little update on my 58 Thunderbird I'm building for the rock and roll group build. Thought I was going to finish yesterday, but I made some mistakes that I'm going to show you. I'm in the middle of correcting them. She's real close to being done, but didn't make it. Worked pretty hard on it yesterday, and it's just hard. You want to be done, but you want it right. You know, it's hard to fight that hurry up and finish it thing. You get excited, is what I'm trying to say. But I wouldn't be happy if I didn't get it right. So I'm gonna turn you around, show you. Okay, so I have a good and a bad. I don't have an ugly. I really don't. This thing's not bad going together. But I'm gonna show you the bad first. Right here. I got a little mark there. I tried gluing the rear bumper on. I got the tail lights in and stuff, but I tried gluing the rear bumper on, and it just didn't look right. Sorry, I was trying to see if I could focus it a little better. It just did not look right, and so I looked at the box art, staring at the box art, and I had the rear bumper below this, and it's actually supposed to be up along it, and the only glue point for the whole bumper is right here. So I got that new 5 minute, no, not 5 minute, the blue light resin, and that's what I'm going to fasten it with, because this is the only spot that they want you to glue it, and they have two lines going right there. I didn't pick up like on that. They didn't say, glue here or anything. But anyway, this is the body. I'm going to wax it today. It's all polished. Oh, here's a funny thing. That's another bad thing. Is I went to wax it, and I'm rubbing it on there, rub it on everything. I rub it on everything. I have the old stuff. You can you let it haze, so I rub it on every single part, and started buffing out the trunk. And I'm like, man, that looks duller than the polish. Like, that's not right. What's going on here? Something wrong with this stuff? So I went and looked, and it was rubbing compound. So I I took all the shine off the whole thing. Like, oh man. So I had to repolish the whole thing. And then I had to buy some new wax. And we're going to see how that turns out. But this is what I got. Oh, here, a little thing here. This is supposed to be blackened in. Well, I didn't want to do that, so I did the interior color in there. I think that looks pretty cool. I did a little detailing inside. So the hood goes like that. And there you got your heater box and your battery and a little bit of detailing. But here this is kind of cool. This is that Silly Wigs foam. I did a little diamond tuck on there, if you can see it. And looks pretty cool. Next time if I do it, I will thin it out. I will try to thin out the foam. It looks way too deep, but it looks cool. I like it. All right, so got that bad out of the way, right? So another thing I really wanted to talk to you about is I got this. I got to be careful because this silver was just done yesterday. The chrome was just done yesterday. This is bare metal foil. This is painted on. Um, okay, first painted all this all the way around with that Fusion Firm. And I did what Gary Seed said in one of his videos. And he said to probably take a long artist brush and get it nice and wet, and then hit this edge and go all the way around. I did it, and it went right around. If as long as this is all smooth and you don't have any defects in it, any burrs or anything, you can slide right along there. I did that whole thing in about a minute. I couldn't believe it. I was ecstatic because I don't like doing all that. So anyway, that works out. So if you ever try it, there's a just do what I said. Do what Gary says: is take a brush, an artist brush, so they're a little longer, and you just go along the edge. I went this way, so I actually did it this way, and you go along the edge like this. So the brush point is over here, and you're on this on an angle doing this. And Gary said, "Don't worry about hitting right to the chrome line or anything. What you're doing is tricking the eye." So that looks good. All right, two more things on this. So the back glass was all scratched up. You know, and this is an older kit. It's been bouncing around in a box forever. It wasn't sealed. So I'm like, oh boy. So I got this stuff actually to do those man-made bathroom countertops that get scratched up, and it works on that. This stuff worked really good. This Meguiar Scratch X, right? And that's what I used on that. And that was I did two coats on this 2 times. I should say I rubbed it in. I just rubbed it on a terry cloth towel or the microfiber towel. I laid it down and I rubbed it all in, and I did the other side and rubbed it all in, and then I buffed it out, and it looked pretty good. And I'm like, oh, I'll just do one more try, and I did it again, and it's gorgeous, right? So now you got the polish on there or the wax on there. Then I polished it so it has some kind of protectant in it. But the other thing I want to say is, don't hold your glass like this when you're rubbing on it. It can snap, and don't do this. Don't rub this way. You can crack it because you're holding it with one hand and you're squeezing here and it'll snap. I learned the hard way to hold my glass like this, and that'll save you from cracking them. But anyway, that Meguiar's works well. One other thing I did on this complicated little top, is hopefully you can pick that up. Yeah, there it is. I took some thin packing foam. I measured it all out, and I put 5 strips in there. I made them all equal, but these two ends are a little narrower. That's how the math worked out. And I did. I actually did. Don't get your finger on that chrome. I actually did little pads over here too. And then I did the jewelry box velvet, and it looks really cool. It looks like a headliner. I love it. So there's that. If anybody has any questions on that, just put it in the comments, and I'll try to be more descriptive. Maybe next time I do it, I'll show you as I go, take pictures or something. All right, so something the doors. This took me forever. Focus. It's not playing nice today. Here we go. How's that? Hold on a second. There we go. So, yeah, this was with the Fusion firm, and I tried bare metal foiling it, and it was coming out terrible because there's not a lot of depth there, and I couldn't get it to. I just couldn't cut it right. So I ended up painting that, and that took me forever. But it looks pretty. Handle's done in Fusion Firm, and the door cards are done, and the 2 strips are bare metal foil. I had to. I drew some. I did a gel pen on there, and it looked terrible. I'm like, nope, not gonna leave it. These doors open on the car, so I'm like, they open and close. It's got to look right. You can't fake it. So I did that. That looks pretty good. Dashboard is awesome. Looks great. This goes. These two, this and the gauges, that those are pieces that just glue in there, so you can make them look all pretty, whatever you want, ahead of time, and you just glue them in. That radio is bare metal foil with some black for the knobs and the where the numbers are. I did that, and then steering wheel is Fusion Frenzy, Fusion Frenzy, Fusion Firm, and I got those technical pens that Irv from the Outer Rake suggested, and they work great. I got in the center with the technical pen. And next time I do one of these, I have another one of these T-birds. I'm gonna try using the technical pen in here, um, make it more detailed. So got that going for me, and then here's the interior. So this is the same flocking I had left over from the '68 Dart that I did, because the colors are close. That was teal, and this is turquoise, so that worked out well. So I just used that, wired up the engine. You've seen the Ford before on there. That's bare metal foil before you paint. Just keep rubbing it off after every coat, if you remember. Um, and the bottom is done up pretty nice and clear coated. So that looks pretty nice. I like that. Obviously, the wheels. Wheels came out good. Oh, I don't want to be too quick on this. This is something that took me forever, too. So I did a lot of stuff on here that took a long time. And I just figured I just wanted it to look right. So these wheels are so wide that I had to cut the arms down. I had to cut this down on both sides. And I had to cut this down to get it in there. And I just used a piece of tubing to put it back together. So I split this in the middle to shrink it up so I could put it back on. I think it turned out pretty cool. And I had to, up in here, I had to make these, and I doubled them up, and I put a little block at the bottom to hold it. And that's how I raised the wheels up. But I could have went a little higher. I didn't know that, though, at the time. So, well, it's going to look pretty cool. It's going to look pretty mean. So that was a lot of work. So this is for the Rock and Roll on Wheels. Dave from Woody Scale Model Garage. Thank you, Dave. Uh, Great guy. Go check him out. You'll love it. He's got phenomenal builds. Unbelievable. So that's all I have for you today. You know, I talked your ear off, but there's some things I wanted to point out before I put it all together. All right, so y'all have a good one. Thanks to all my subscribers. Greatly appreciated. See you for Will You Buy Wednesday.